I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Bringing down the curtain at Hollywoodbets Greyville will be race number 8, the Hollywoodbets Bright Future 77 handicap over 1,200 meters. Number 7, this is what it means, trading at around 33 to 10. Then we have number 3, License to Thrill at 5 to 1. Number 5, Rugger Bugger is 5 to 1. And just coming through scratch, number 8, Ampersand. So the Matchett's horses are not making the trip to KwaZulu-Natal. And let's get into the interview with Sipasetle Tlengwa and see what he has to say about his ride.
Northern Warrior working nicely at home, so would also expected to run a very nice race, been up there all the time, nice run, so expecting a good run.
So they are expecting a good run from Northern Warrior. Just having a look at this individual, 11 runs at the course for a first, a second, a third and 4 fourths. And this is a horse who can't fault the form, should be able to run into the money. Now, Rahil, when it comes to a race card and you go through all the form lines and you find a horse you like, this horse number 1, Trade War, he's done me particularly well in the past. That day when he got up to beat Fiery Duke, I liked him, and then when he beat Gimme a Rainbow. His last 3 runs, a bit below par, but he has got the best of the draw, and he's come down to a 70. So Trade War for me, he's a horse who enjoys the course and distance with a second, 2 runs, a first and a second. So hopefully he'll be in the top 2 for me.
Yeah, I can definitely have him, Sheldon, at around 25 to 1 in the market. Pole position draw is definitely going to help his chances, course and distance suit. And yeah, he hasn't been at his best of late, but I'm willing to give him a chance at that price. And I can see him running a decent type of race, and he's won on this mark before in a similar type of event, beating Gimme a Rainbow. So he could certainly get his chances here. I was quite a big fan of this horse, Rugger Bugger, and I remember his debut performance behind Tribute to You. He ran a very pleasing race, and he was a horse that I always thought would win his fair share of races. He hasn't quite delivered. He's had 7 starts for a win, a third and a fourth, but last time out it was encouraging to see him run a much better race when fought behind Forest Jumper. I thought it'd be a bit of a bigger price in the market. I think 5 to 1 is maybe a bit on the sharper side given his recent form, but I'll follow him. He's come down from 80 down to 71. He's back on the turf, which I think is going to suit him down to the ground. Winner over course and distance, and I think he could run a huge race at his odds. I was hoping for a bigger price, but I think he'll still run well. We've got the likes of Northern Warrior. We heard from Sipasetle Tlengwa. He's the type of horse that the day you ignore him, that's the day he'll pop up on you, and he's been priced up at around 12 to 1 in the market, so I can see him getting involved in the mix. And when we have a look at the trios, Honshu, License to Thrill, Seattle Ripper, and Hansa Road, of the 3, would you have a preference for either one?
I'd probably lean towards number 3, License to Thrill. Lightly raced, had the 2 runs to date, 1 well last time out. Number 6, Honshu. I'm just waiting to see exactly about this horse, exactly what it's about. He's the son of Denon Platina. They took him to the Cape for his first 2 runs. He beat Plinian, so hopefully Plinian will come through and win earlier on. Last time out, I think he's a length or 2 better, and he's also dropped down to an 86 in the handicap.
Yeah, that's horse number 6, Honshu. Maybe want to keep an eye on. But Sheldon, he's going to be with number 1, Trade War, at an each-way price, and he could certainly be onto something here with this Nathan Cotson runner. I like a bit of number 5, a Rugger Bugger, so maybe you can play a few swingers, exactors, and wins and places on those 2 horses in race number 8. It does look to be quite a tricky card, and Sheldon, if you were to probably have to play one exotic bet on the day, which bet would you suggest that the guys could get involved in?
I'd probably go with the bar pot. I'd be leaning towards the bar pot. I believe it's a catchable bar pot. The fields aren't big in the first few. You got Mia's Athena in race number 2, a banker. Number 2, Plinian in the first race, a banker. So I believe the bar pot, you open with 2 bankers, and then you load up after that.
Yeah, absolutely. The first two races do look to be a bit straightforward, but as we get into the card, things do look to get a bit tougher. But hopefully we've managed to guide you in the right direction with 8 races on the turf track on Sunday. Race number 1 gets underway at 12:50.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.